Well, we continue our broadcast this morning right here on News and Views on this Friday morning on Salam Media and taking a look at events that are taking place across three major cities in South Africa this weekend, starting tonight in Durban, tomorrow in Cape Town, and on Sunday in Johannesburg. And we are talking about the Sami Hamdi South African tour, Ummah in Motion. And we are now joined by Islamic event coordinator and representative of Al Buruj Press South Africa, Nadia Jacobs. Nadia, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jummah Mubarak to you. Muharram Mubarak to you as well.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to the Salam Media listeners and to yourself. It's always a pleasure to come on Salam Media and exciting news about events. Always exciting to broadcast these events to all your viewers.
Yes, obviously this is a huge event, and the Sami Hamdi South African tour. And I've been following Sami Hamdi for quite a few years. Alhamdulillah, I've had the opportunity of engaging with him on many an occasion right here on Salam Media, and I'm sure all three cities, Durban, Cape Town, and Johannesburg, excited at the prospect of Sami Hamdi hitting the shores of South Africa.
Absolutely, absolutely. He's been like he arrived quite late on Tuesday evening, and we had many events between Tuesday and last night. Believe it or not, and wherever he has gone and wherever he has spoken or interacted with the media, Palestinian, pro-Palestinian activists, they are absolutely blown away by him, blown away by his talk, subhanallah. So we've had many engagements in Cape Town. He's blown away by the Cape Townians, of course, and the hospitality of the South Africans. I don't think I don't think he expected this. When he arrived here, he's got many followers in South Africa. He went to the Palestinian mural yesterday in Burkhardt, and we went at the time where the Maghrib Adhan went off. And both him and his mom was absolutely blown away by listening to more than one Adhan going off in the Burkhardt. It was actually a beautiful scene for me to witness that they were so engrossed by this whole thing about the Cape Townians, about all the Palestinian paraphernalia painted all over Burkhardt, the housing, and our closeness to the Palestinians, and how our hearts are with the Palestinians and bleeding for the Palestinians. They have great respect for the South Africans. Alhamdulillah.
Yes, and also I think in following Sami Hamdi, he's been very popular on various media platforms, on social media in particular, and I think many of them have followed him on X or what was known as Twitter
Yes,
as well. And looking at his views, very outspoken, very open, doesn't hold back, calls a spade many a time,
absolutely.
and again, this in itself is an inspiration, and I think many people have taken a lot from what Sami Hamdi has to say in his analysis and in his assessment of what is taking place around the world, and particularly in Palestine, Nadia.
Yes, absolutely. And the topic Ummah in motion. I mean, I've listened to him now here. I mean, I've been following Sami Hamdi, listened to all his talks, but seeing him in person is actually a different feeling when you see him speaking to you and you're listening to him live. His aspect on Ummah in motion. If I look at Ummah in motion, that's the topic. He's all about bringing unity at the end of the day, unity, that we should be unified and stand together in unity against the Zionists, against the oppressors. And that is the message that I am getting from Sami Hamdi. And as you said, he calls a spade a spade. He does not hold back. He does not think twice about saying something and calling people out for who they are and what they are doing. And that is, I think, what we need. And we should all be speaking in that same voice.
Well, Nadia, I think one could not have chosen a better slogan for this tour of Sami Hamdi in South Africa, Ummah in Motion, because we know, despite South Africa being at the forefront of many a struggle, and particularly with regard to the Palestinian struggle, and as a Muslim Ummah, many of us identify, we feel very, very strongly about the Palestinian cause. But except for certain areas, perhaps in your part of the world, in the Western Cape, we've seen an Ummah in motion, passionately embracing the Palestinian cause, and that is right across the board, from the scholars to the academics to people on the ground. But we don't see it sometimes, sadly, in other areas, and we're hoping that Sami Hamdi, using the slogan of Ummah in Motion, can even inspire people like us here up north in
Yes.
Johannesburg, in Durban as well. And we know these events are taking place tonight in Durban and Sunday in Johannesburg. And we hope that this actually takes this whole concept of an ummah in motion to a different level.
Absolutely. It should take it to the next level, and it should bring unity, because at the end of the day, we are one Ummah. And this one Ummah is in motion at all times, and especially with what's happening all over the world. And you can see, I've engaged with Sami now with various events that we attended in the last 2 days, and he brings that unity. You see people of all walks of life, they get together. We had the Jews against Palestine. We had some of those attendees yesterday at a strategic session at the MJC. And it was so well received. You had everybody sitting around the table, and you could see that this was what Sami Hamdi was bringing, unity to an Ummah in motion.
Well, I'm just looking at that picture that flashed on the screen earlier on, and I saw the faces of
Bil-
Bilal Khalid, Abdul
Bilal
Karim
Khalid.
from Al Jazeera, and also I see Aziz Yunus in that picture, and it's just wonderful to see all of them meeting up, because Bilal Khalid we obviously brought last week, Alhamdulillah, and very, very successful program we had both in Soweto and in the evening program with the screening of the Al Jazeera documentary. So
Yes,
it's just wonderful that they are able to actually meet up in a place
absolutely.
like Cape Town together. Alhamdulillah.
Absolutely. And it was all in Allah's plans. It wasn't planned, it was all in Allah's plans. And the guy on the right-hand side, he's Mazen Mukhtar. He is from Dallas, America, and he's Baitul Aman. Baitul Amal, he's the charity sponsor from the USA, and they also bring relief to oppressed Muslims all over the world. And this is how we create unity to an Ummah in motion.
Nadia, just looking at the programs in particular, what can be expected in terms of the programs themselves, the format of the programs? What can people, the audiences, expect when they attend?
Yeah, so we start off in Durban today. As you said, the program in Durban starts at 5:30 today at the NMJ Center. There's still a couple of tickets left. People want to go onto quicket.co.za, and that's Ibrahim Rasool as well. With Sami Hamdi, that was at another function that we had, also another strategic session that we had for Sami Hamdi. So the program is quite interactive, if I should say that. So Sami Hamdi will be speaking. He'll have 2 sessions of speaking, and then also what he will do is there will be a panel discussion with a Q&A, which is quite interactive. The audience can ask their questions. They can get the answers that they're looking for. MashaAllah, he is, like Sami Hamdi said, I'm not just here. These are not lectures. These are not lectures. These are talking to an Ummah in motion, and it's a two-way street. It's interactive. And Sami said he's also here to learn from these South Africans, because he is very, very proud of South Africa that has taken the Zionists to the ICJ courts. And I think that is why many international speakers want to embrace the borders of the South Africans, because they want to know who is this Ummah that is constantly in motion, that is making the difference.
Well, certainly, and also I think obviously, credit to people like yourself as well, the as an event coordinator as well, and I'm sure all three events, all three major cities are going to be a huge success, inshallah. As you mentioned, there are a few tickets left in Durban, Johannesburg. And I'm sure Cape Town obviously is going to be rocking because Cape Town normally rocks when it comes
Inshallah,
to the Palestinian
inshallah.
question as well, inshallah.
Yes,
So we trust and hope that all is well. So people still have got opportunities to book
yes.
via cricket.
Yes. And as you said, Cape Town always rocks. And I don't say that because I'm a Cape Townian and I'm a patriot, but Cape Town will be at CTICC, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. This is an event that cannot be missed. This is the masses need to come out and listen to Sami Hamdi. The tickets are only 250 Rand on quicket.co.za. And if you come to the Cape Town event, we've got like a little local vendors there. We've got a little market going prior to going into the event during the breaks. We've created a little bit of a hub. It's winter. People love to go to functions indoors in winter. So this is an indoor, beautiful function, and you can get so much information from Sami Hamdi. You can learn so much from him. I mean, we sometimes we don't know the impact that this has. The current genocide happening in Palestine, we have no idea the impact that it has globally on the economy as well. And he has a beautiful way of outlining this and explaining this to you. He advises global companies. He's a frequent guest on Al Jazeera, on BBC, on Sky News. Who else better to listen at this time of the genocide?
Well, Jazakallah, shukran for that, and also taking time out with us this morning, Nadia. We wish you all the best during all the events, inshallah. And more importantly, it's about achieving the objectives and to get this ummah rocking, rolling, and to get this ummah in motion, inshallah. So, shukran for your time
Inshallah.
and all the best.
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Nadia Jacobs with us this morning and ahead of the Sami Hamdi Ummah in Motion tour starting tonight in Durban at the NMJ Islamic Center, Cape Town tomorrow at the Cape Town International Convention Center at 4 o'clock, and on Sunday at the Kutuba Convention Center in Johannesburg. With that, we're going to go for a quick break. We come back, we'll be joined by Ricardo Texera.